Okay, so yeah. Room's definitely messy. Pants so dirty they stand up. Okay, not really. They're just what? They're just laying on the basket. What? What? Hmm? Yes, I need to fold the clothes I'm sitting on. I'll probably start some music in a minute, but I'm just gonna scroll through Reddit and enjoy a little bit while I'm eating some food. Because things just got really freaking awkward, man. Okay, so as I play my role and my character here on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube. Don't really care for Facebook too much. And X as well, but I guess mostly YouTube. I haven't been on my Instagram. I didn't even notice I haven't been on Instagram since March. I'm just like, oh wow, I should probably do something about that eventually. But apparently, my mom's been asking me like some questions. You're like, okay, I guess I can't really say much about that, but it's just like, okay, yeah, I guess she kind of like spilled the beans and was like, oh yeah, by the way, your sister said X, Y, and Z. We think we found your Instagram. I'm like, no, you didn't. Yeah, I guess they found it. So I like to try to keep my personal life and my online life separate. More due to stop like issues and stuff from occurring in the future. And because things can get real awkward really quick. People meet me and they're like, oh yeah, you're cool. Yeah, you're blah blah blah. Do you have an Instagram? It's like, no. No, I don't. Because if they go on there, they're like, holy shit, you're completely different. And I'm like, yeah. But it just got really, really awkward because I don't really follow a lot of people on Instagram and only a few people follow me back, so, and they're generally people that I know. And so it's kind of odd when the deals pop up or the things pop up where it's like follow, suggested follow. And then every now and then it'd be like follow back. It's like, oh, okay, this person's following me. And then you're like suggested follow, and it's like, oh, that's my dad. Follow back. Yeah, it's awkward. Although I don't really do anything. Okay, borderline, but everything's safe for work, so it's just like, ugh, you know. And I know not so many people view my content, but people do. I guess appreciate it, and a good handful of the people that view my content I know in person, or have met in person, whether it's going to concerts or events or festivals or in VR chat. I mean, it depends. But now it's just really awkward because it's like I'm trying to keep these things like cut. It's like you live in an alternate reality. It's like, yeah, when I come into my house and I shut the door, it's like, welcome to Fantasyland. How my cat has spawned out of nowhere. Yeah, that kind of thing. Come on, Oreo, you gotta get down. Down. Come on. Yes. You know you can't be up here. But yeah, so it's like I guess I don't know. I guess my mom was hoping for like a gotcha moment. She's like, "Your sister showed us." I'm just like, "Well, dang, sis, thanks for throwing me under the bus like that." And I only say it that way because honestly, I don't care. I mean, I do what I do online, but the way she came about it, she's just like, And I really don't share much of my personal life out there. And I'm not saying this in a negative way. Obviously, everyone's here for enjoyment. Um, it's just kind of like funny. It's just like funny the way everything happened because it's like this is your son. It's like, huh? Oh, I'm just like, okay. It's like, yeah, yeah, that's him. It's like, okay, you're not mad. It's like, no, not really. She didn't care. Um, and then like I didn't even know, but like 4th of July, so this is like 6 months ago. This is how long this has been going on. I didn't know up until recently. Um, apparently my sister's like, oh yeah, look, see, he's wearing a pink T-shirt because apparently a pink T-shirt that's like kawaii themed, with like a little boba cat on there or whatever, or a chibi boba cat, and it's like, see, your son's gay. It's like, what? Huh? It's like I get it. Like if you're not into like I guess this scene, you kind of don't get it, and it's kind of like the whole thing of like, okay, so you might be a femboy. It's like yeah, but not. Well, I would just say actually most femboys are not gay. Femboys can be straight. Just like, but you're a guy. It's like yes, yes, I am a guy. It's like, oh, so you like girls? It's like yeah, that's weird. It's like yeah. So I'm weird because I'm a guy who likes girls. It's like yeah, okay. I thought that was okay, whatever. But yeah, and I mean, I have fun with things, but it's just kind of funny how my sister tried to throw me under the bus, and it's like, I guess it's just the way she went about it. It's just kind of like, it kind of gets to you, like, why? Come on. No. If you're gonna be grouchy, I'm gonna go put you on the bed. Yes. Did you get it? Did you get it? She's grouchy. Oreo. Yeah, it's just the way she went about it. It's like she just came, she just came with like heavy malice. You know what I mean? There was, there was no reason for like. Okay, one, there was no reason to just put me out there like that. I mean, it's my older sister, older sister, and I don't even know. I barely talk to her, so I've never done nothing to her. But it's just really weird. She's like, "Yeah, mom, your son's gay." It's like, okay, okay. And then it's like, don't believe me? Here's his Instagram. It's like, cool, I'm weird. I mean, I get it. I don't fit like I guess the traditional stereotype of a guy. But I mean, as much as people hate to admit it, they're like, "Oh, what you're doing is wrong." It's like, what part of what am I doing wrong? You're a guy. I'm like, yeah, I am a guy. Yeah, you like girls? It's like, yeah, but I guess semi look feminine. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure. And I'll probably pull it up later in this stream. I went and got blood work done, and holy shit, my fucking testosterone's high, like really high, like abnormally high. Like it's not normal. Like how you have the high range for male testosterone. It's like it's a beyond above the bar limit. And, they're like it's not bad, but they're like if it gets a little bit higher, it's gonna be a clinical issue. I'm just like that's crazy. So yeah, it doesn't show. Although I guess estrogen's actually kind of high. It's in an okay range for men, but it's like on the lower range for women. So I guess that explains some things. But it's really weird. But the upside is when you ratio it, like your estrogen levels to testosterone, they're like it's very well balanced, so you're healthy. But it's only because the estrogen side is fucking so high. But no, I'm not taking anything. But it's kind of funny. It's just like, oh God. And I explain to like people that are older than me, they're like, hey, don't you think this when I was your age? It's like, yeah, when you were my age was like 20 years ago. And when you were my age, you were probably having the same talk with your parents or whoever. And it was when I was your age, it's like, yeah, yeah, grandpa, it's the 60s, or dad, it's the 60s. Back in the 40s, obviously it wasn't the same. And the 80s weren't like the 60s, and the 2000s were not like the 80s. It's just not. And if you're going to tell me that like 2025 is anything like 2005, you're a psychopath. Sorry, you're just a psychopath. You're stuck in a time loop somewhere. Um, it's not the same. I'm not saying that's an excuse. It's just things change, so things seem out of place to people. I, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's either you get it or you don't. So things seem out of place to people. How to monitor my stream. Um, I don't know. I know some people have their takes on it. Like some people are like, "Oh yeah, it's the future." It's like, yeah, it's the future. If it's the future, you don't really gotta fight for it. It's just let things just like happen as they happen. People don't care. Like even with my figure, people are like, "You don't want to be manlier." I'm like, I don't care. Like, what's the everything, every effort I've put forward in my life, pushing for like that. Um, I've kind of like drawn the line because it's like, no, nobody cares. No one cares. You can go to the gym tomorrow, bench 500 pounds, and be like, "Yeah, I did that." And then the next day, you can go to a group of your friends and be like, "Yeah, I bench 500." And they're like, "Cool, bro." And then you meet a stranger on the street. "Hey, I bench 500." They're gonna be like, "I don't believe you," because they don't care. They don't care. Nobody cares. So I'm not saying don't take care of yourself and don't be healthy and don't have no physical fitness. I definitely do, but at the same time, it's like if my testosterone's at 900, I don't think there's getting any manlier than what I am now. Oh, boost your test. It's like I can't. It's already high. So it's kind of funny. But everyone's like, well, you're not traditional. It's like, and I don't care. You know, I don't want to fire. I don't want a corncob pipe going howdy do, sir, with the monocle and my, whatever. Oh dang, it's my alarm. It's just like no one cares. And I tell this to a lot of my friends that are like, you got to become successful. It's like, I guess I semi am. I'm doing better than most. I mean, I'm not doing great, but I'm okay. And you'll never catch me in a suit. I mean, you might catch me in like OG attire, like fancy Japanese aristocrat type, stuff. Um, that'd be cool. But like, I'm in a business suit. I'm successful. It's like, no, why? 'Cause that's a sign of success, I guess. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't care. My sign of success is putting like on a badass cosplay outfit and then walking around. People go, what's this about? It's like, yeah, I'm successful because I can do this. You know what I mean? I'm not stuck buying graphic tees from Hot Topic, although I really enjoy a lot of graphic tees from Hot Topic. And now I just would probably prefer to just search for my stuff and make my own t-shirts. But anyway, um, it is kind of funny how people view things. And my mom just made it weird. She had like this face like, oh hey, look, he's being normal. I guess I guess people draw a lot of assumptions to me, which I mean that's fine. I don't care. They ask questions, and half those questions I don't even know the answer to. How do you want to represent yourself? I don't know. I just want to be me. I kind of like look back at things and I'm like, oh yeah, now I see why people see me the way they see me, but okay. Oh well. You know, like with clothes, I get it. I get the stigma with clothes. I can't just sit here and just say clothes are clothes, they're just pieces of cloth. There's no boy and girl. It's like, but I mean, I get it, there's gonna be a preference stigma there. And I really don't care. I wear both. And half the time, no, I mean, half the time I would assume nobody can tell, but half the time they can't. Like at my last job, women's jeans half the time, and they're just like, okay. Same thing with shirts, and they're just, okay. No, I couldn't tell. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. I don't care. You know, if it looks cool and it looks cool on you, then cool, and you're happy about it. I mean, I guess that's all that matters. If somebody makes a shirt out of like recycled water bottles and they're like, if you're a guy and don't own one, then you're probably gay. It's like that's not okay, whatever. But yeah, I guess the other thing is that everyone always asks me, they're like, oh, you're gonna bring your girlfriend? And it's like, I'm single. Oh, well, maybe your boyfriend. It's like, I'm single. It's like, oh, you'll find someone one day. Oh, yeah, probably. Oh, well, don't give up. It's like, I'm not giving up. I'm just not looking. Like, I don't. I know that sounds weird maybe for some people, but even for me, it's like I don't care. I'm not saying like I don't care because I don't ever want that to happen, but it's just like I guess for someone to understand how like I feel about it, which I don't know, maybe there's something wrong with me. Um, it's like if people were coming up to you and you're a guy and you don't know everything about football, but what are you gonna do in 5 years when somebody asks you about football and you don't know the answer? It's like it's not that important, man. I mean, that's cool, but how are you gonna survive without football? It's like I I just live, I guess. So to me, it's kind of on the back burner, and I know a lot of people say like I don't need companionship, I can make it, but at the back of their mind, they still got a significant other, or they're always looking. And for me, it's like I don't. I enjoy solitude, which is probably not a good thing, but I know I'm not alone either. Like if stuff falls into place, that's cool, but life for most people isn't in that position to where they're just like, hey, I'm gonna focus on this or focus on that. And a lot of people are just trying to survive. I mean, have you tried to look for a job lately? Like, in the way, like I told my parents, I guess as far as like looking for like a significant other, like you have to look at it like this, okay? You find out you have cancer. It's not bad. It's just in the light stages, but you know it's gonna get worse, so you need to, set up and prepare and get ready to fight this and get through it and hopefully survive to live another day, which I mean obviously that's the goal. And they're like, "Hey man, aren't you looking for a girlfriend?" It's like, bro, I have cancer. It's like, yeah, so, but you can, I'm like, I get it. I can have fun. I'm gonna go look around, but I gotta focus on this. This is a priority for me. This is more important. If I don't fix this, there's no point in having the girlfriend. You know what I mean? And so for like a lot of people, it's stability and finance. And I know there's gonna be people out there and oh, just get a better job, get a skill, go to school. I've done a lot of things, and even for me, I know that a lot of it's luck. Even for me, I'm pretty ambitious and strong-headed in getting through things, but I went to college and I just dropped out after like 3 semesters. I know that sounds so bad, but aside from the fact of them failing me saying I kept using AI, which no, I wasn't. I don't have no reason to. Writing essays, and when you actually see what's marked as AI, it doesn't make any sense. But I can understand like if it's like paragraphs and stuff, but it was just like a small portion of a sentence. Like this just seems like AI format. Failed. Yeah, like I didn't go to college. I didn't do that, and like trying to survive. I guess money wise, like I feel extremely fortunate, and I'm extremely lucky for a lot of the positions I've been put in, and my circumstances. At least since COVID, like I mean that's a whole nother story, but it made things like get difficult and more difficult. And I know it's not that anymore. It's just things just keep getting more difficult. And it's like you really start to wonder like when does it stop? And people say, "Oh, this happened before, this happened then," older people. And they're like, "Oh, it'll eventually come over and things will settle out and things will get easy again, you can kind of move forward." And maybe it is like that again, or maybe this time it is bad, like bad, bad. Like they're saying like it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and we've reached an end point, but it's like I gotta find some stability unless somebody else has got like the same ambition in mind as me that wants to be my partner, and they're just like, hey, yeah, let's fight this financial battle together, which sounds terrible. It's not something to base a relationship or anything off of, but it's like I guess it's a common battleground, where you can build a foundation with someone, trying to get your life started. And I've been real fortunate for like starting to work and do all this other stuff, and within a few years I got this house. That was crazy. I'm just, I still don't understand how that happened. um Luck and roommates, but now it's just me, and I still don't understand how I'm making it, but I'm making it. And it's weird. It's like I make less money now, and things are significantly getting worse, little by little by little by little. And I don't know. Hopefully, things get better. But for my generation, it's like we're focused on just trying to survive to the next day. Like that's it. Like we just want to know tomorrow's gonna be there, not so we can scream our head off, but so we can just have hope that like is it gonna be better tomorrow? And eventually, when it starts getting better, and you're like, okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And like for me, I'm very rational and really think things out very, very far ahead. And maybe that's why things have been so fortunate for me. Like things with like food getting expensive. I called that a while back. I'm like, hey, y'all, this is gonna have like a ripple effect in the next like 2 to 3 years. Food's gonna get expensive. I think we should start like saving or investing, and I think the market's gonna go crazy. And that's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna talk about that here. But I got myself like a nice little nest egg. I know retirement's not really a thing, but I started retirement. They said start early, so I start early. And even if people say, you're gonna get robbed in the end, you're gonna lose all that money, it would have just been the same anyway, not having it, so it doesn't matter. I guess try than not try. But for most people, millennials and Gen Z, it's like we're not, a lot of us aren't focused on partners. And those of y'all who do have partners, y'all don't see it because y'all aren't in the boat with the rest of us of not searching for partners. Like that might be y'all's main priority. I'd rather have a partner and be broke, living on the edge, you know. I mean, and that's cool if you want to do that, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's that's just your choice. I mean, that's not good or bad. It's just a choice. Just like with me, people are like, "Oh, that's bad. You're waiting." It's like it's not bad. It's not good. It's just a choice. And I'm just trying to get by. But at the same time, it's not like there's this innate desire to just go find a partner. Like I think even if it was good times, I still wouldn't care. I just think the odds would be a lot higher for me to be okay with falling into something like that. Like I'd be more willing to go out to open events because work less, make more money, go out more, spend more money, meet more people, higher probability, a chance of, hey, look, you found somebody, you know. But right now, it's like, what do you do in your spare time? Trying to find a way to make extra money. Why? Because I gotta make ends meet. It's like you should go out and find a girl. It's like that's terrible. So you think I should go out and spend money and waste time when I can build something and make money and survive? It's like survival isn't everything. It's like okay, but I'm almost done with this food and I'm gonna go through Reddit for a little bit. I haven't been on Reddit in a while, but yeah, that's basically the update. So now my dad has seen me in cat ears and makeup and mini skirts and sailor crop tops and dolphin shorts. But I just seen it and I'm like, oh well, that cat's out of the bag. Okay, but yeah, maybe he's known. I don't know, but my mom apparently knew. So it wasn't so much that I was trying to keep it from them. It's just for those of y'all who know, like people who are just like mean online can target you and they'll try to go target your family, you know, and that's why I like to keep it separate. And then in my personal life too, I like to keep it separate so I don't gotta worry about that stuff. You know, nobody starting drama or gossip. But now it's just like funny because it's like who's telling who what? Because at first like nobody knew about my profiles and then one of my friends is like, "Oh yeah, it just popped up." I'm like, "There's no way. Nothing's linked. No phone numbers, no cross platform, no emails, nothing." And I don't know. I guess like Facebook's like, "We don't care about your safety. We don't care about your well-being. Someone's stalking you? Don't worry. Even if you make an alternate profile on another platform that we share data with, and you're trying to hide yourself with another email, don't worry. We'll let everybody know it's you." Great. Great. Thanks. Thanks, family friendly, safekeeping Facebook people, Meta, whatever you are. It's like, oh, you got doxxed? Yeah. By who? Mark Zuckerberg. Like, yeah, great. Thanks, buddy. Where's Tom when you need him? But hey, I mean, it's cool. And it really is kind of funny because, like, I get that I'm highly, highly questionable. It's like, oh, your friend. Yeah, oh. So is he gay? Like, oh, yeah, he's gay. Oh, okay. Okay. And your other friend over here? Yeah, like, but he's gay too, right? You're like, oh, yeah, he's gay. It's like, oh, okay. Oh, and this other friend? Yeah, he's gay too. Yeah. You sure you're not gay? No, why would you think I'm. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. I'm just too blind to notice. I'm so close to the fucking sun. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that stigma is gonna stick with me, and I really don't. I don't have an issue with it. I mean, what am I gonna do? You know, I mean, change who I am. But me, for the most part, I just like to keep the stuff separate. But I mean, hey, what can you do? Once stuff's out the bag, it just happens. But now it's kind of awkward because now it's like the rest of the family. It's like we know, but we're not gonna tell you. Which now it makes me wonder because the whole phone number and linking things and my last job, I had coworkers who would like pop up on some of my other stuff, like people you may know. I'm like, how? How is it linking us? How does it know? Hopefully, it's not showing my other stuff, which I'm pretty sure it's showing my other stuff now. So, there might be people that I don't know that know about my stuff that I think they don't know about, and I don't know. Maybe it's just awkward. But it's like I try to explain to people, it's like it's just a character. It's just a character. I'm just playing a character. It's like, no, you're coping. Because if you could be like that in public, you would. It's like, yes, yes, yes. Oh, actually, I can, and I probably should. It's like, then that's not a character. That's just you. Makes you feel like the whole Johnny Depp scenario. Johnny Depp is not Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow is Johnny Depp. But I don't know. I guess it's kind of how I feel. People are just like weird about it. It's like either if I'm 100% myself, people get very I don't know if it's like a good thing or a bad thing, but people get like really awkward around me. And it's like, hey, you can just be normal. Like I don't understand. Am I doing something? So I got to act one way or another, and it's just like they look at you like you're an alien. It's like, well, you're nice. It's like, uh-huh. But you understand. It's like, uh-huh. Yeah. It's like, but you think things out. It's like, yes, I'm a human. I'm a person who's confident and rational, and sees things out, and very thoughtful. And it's like, oh, that's weird. It's like, okay. It's like, and you're like eccentric, and why are you different? It's like, do I gotta fall in line? I mean, I guess so, but I don't know. I'm hated from all sides, I mean, my ex account should say that. It should say that enough. I mean, I've decided on X because it's like if I do one thing, I'll get a lot of followers like on this side, and then like the other side, they'll kind of like fall off a little bit. I'm like, okay, cool. Look, I gained a bunch of followers, and then like a whole. Once I switch to like just being myself, like nice self, like being nice, playing nice, just how they say like there's just some things that are better left unsaid. It's like you don't got to tell somebody they look terrible in a dress if you don't know them. You don't have to tell them. You can, but you don't have to. But if you do, you're being honest, but at the same time, you could be seen as being mean. And it's like, okay, play nice. When I play nice, yeah, I get a bunch of followers, but then the other people are like, you're this, you're that. And, it's like, and it's the same thing with like politics. You know, I'm a yay and a nay on both sides. It doesn't really matter. I'm kind of like a middle ground, which that's like an automatic ejecto from both sides. Like they don't like you. Like, oh, you're a middle guy. Yeah. And you're one of them. No, you're one of them. And like I get along really, really it's as funny as it sounds. I don't know. I get along with a lot of liberal people and they're like, "Oh, well then you agree with our views." I'm like, "Yeah, half of them no, not at all, not even in the slightest. I disagree with a lot." It's like, oh, well then wait, why do you, I'm confused. It's like, don't let your beliefs, I mean, to an extent, don't let your beliefs, you know, restrict you from who you're allowed to be friends with. Everyone has their own beliefs, and it's whatever. If y'all are cool in other areas and that's what y'all enjoy, then just keep it that way. And it's the same thing with like the conservative type of people and Republican type people on the other side. Um, they're cool, they're nice to me, but then they'll bring up stuff um, like homophobic that, homophobic this, that, this, that. And it's like, bro, I get it. I see where you're coming from. You're like, yeah, there's normal ones, and then there's these ones, and it's like, yeah, and I try to like kind of play in that line with them a little bit, like, yeah, if only they were more normal. It's like, they are. They are. You just don't see how they are because you're not as hyped up on dopamine as those same people. And they just don't. What you see as cringe, they're just like, yeah, this is me. And you're like, what the hell? You would never see me like that. And vice versa. I know it sounds really strange because even I'm the person who's like, yeah, you'll never see me like that. And those same people are the same way. They're like, oh, yeah, you'll never see me uh, clean cut in a cowboy hat and blah 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 blah. And it's they might see you as being cringe, and they go, yeah, but you'd never be like that, would you? It's like, no, I wouldn't. But at the same time, you see me putting on freaking blush with snap clips in my hair and putting on I don't know, like borderline lingerie bull crap, so it's like you, you never see me like that, but you see me like this, and those same guys are like, yeah, you never see me like that either. And it's like, yeah, I mean, hey, you'll never see me in a suit of sorts. So, I mean, I'm just going to say this because, like, even for me, like, I see both sides, I get it, and I'm hated from both sides of people. So I kind of keep my distance, I guess, online, even though I know a lot of people, like, personally, or I've met through, like, VR again. I keep a distance, like two separate lives. Like, okay, well, if you're gonna hate me, you can hate me here for this, and I can always break away over here. And then same thing in real life. It's like, hey, well, I'll just be like this because then if you end up hating me for this, well, I can always go break off over here, so I can enjoy both sides. You know, um, I hate people who wear masks. Like, you should always be just who you are, and you know where to draw the line. You should always be who you are in front of everybody. Just treat everybody the same. Don't be a different person in front of other people because then they might feel like you hold different standards for them, you know? And I guess a simple way to say it, it's like if your boss cuts you off in traffic, you're not going to go and, give him the finger and, curse him out. But if your coworker does, you'd do it. It's like, why do you treat him differently? It's like, because he can take my money away. But if a CEO of a big company goes, hey man, yeah, I cut you off. What are you gonna do about it? You can flick him off and curse him off too, and he can be like, oh yeah, you know who I am. It's like, I don't care who you are. You see what I mean? You should just be the same person to whoever, whenever. It just doesn't status doesn't matter. Just people are people. And I don't know. Living in this weird society, I guess I got. I'm stuck in this like I'm stuck in this middle ground. Like, I thought it was just me who was the person I am. People are like, yeah, you can just come out. I'm like, I'm not. It's not like that. They're like, well, you like this? I'm like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. You also like this? That doesn't mean anything. It's like, well, you listen to this music too. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. It's like, don't you follow these people? I'm like, okay, yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You have plushies all over your bed. That doesn't mean anything. I know it's hard to kind of believe. It's like, but I'm not following this trend or this crowd. Oddly enough, it's like I kind of actually realize I have a lot more in common with certain communities. So it's just like, hey, it's kind of cool. we're like, well, you're gonna be seen this way. It's like I don't care. I just want to go enjoy life. It's like you enjoy doing your hair. It's like, yeah, I do. You enjoy pretty clothes. It's like, yeah, I do. It's like, oh, cool. I'm gay too. It's like I'm not. It's like I don't understand. It's like nobody does. Nobody does. But I don't know. Maybe this is like what rock stars go through. Hey guys, we're in the band. It's like, why are you wearing girls' clothes? Because we're cool. So I don't know. And I don't know. It's weird. Um, but even like with the furry community, and I know there's even a divide there inside of all these weird little niche communities. Um, I didn't know that was a thing. Like when I was like younger, like in middle school, I was just running around with like a cat tail pinned to me and cat ears, and like, yeah, I'm a cat boy. Yeah, what's up? um, and you get a little bit older and you go to college, and it's like, oh, are you a furry? Are you a furry? It's like, what? No, what? Yeah, it's a trend, man. And it's like, no, I've always done this. What are you talking about? So, and you realize that like a lot of people follow that same like little borderline, except for everyone decided to drink the white monster and start eating Skittles. And like, hey bro, why haven't you started eating the Skittle Kool-Aid? And I'm just like, what are you talking about? They're like, we know. You check every box except for one. What is that box? Eat the Skittles. It's like, no, it's not like that. It's like it's only a matter of time. So, um, I don't know. It's weird, but life leads you down places, and I don't know if I like listening to nightcore. I like listening to dance music. I like lo-fi. I like extremely, I don't know, eccentric, however you want to say that word. Um, I don't know. I guess attire or just lifestyle. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm a very artsy person, and when you like put all those things together and hearing the whole like trope about like Hatsune Miku, and we're like, oh, that's the trans community thing. It's like that's it. Wait, hold on. Excuse me. What? One more time? Are you sure about that? I'm offended, and they're just like, no, no, no. He's right. Okay, now I see why what I'm representing. And it's like it's not like that. It's not like that. It's like, are you sure? It's like I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. Like I don't know. People ask me questions like I don't know. Definitions on things, and I want to say have changed, but in reality they haven't. I don't know. I'm just I'm in a box, and nobody understands that I'm in a box, and they're trying to put me into a box, and they don't know where to define me, and I'm just like, I'm already in a box. What box is that? I'm just in here by myself. Got the guy in the other box going, join us, eat the Skittles. So they're like, you'll be happier. I'm like, I don't know. Life still feels boring. um, the dark abyss at the end of financial terror. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I guess you see life one way and you have plans for things, and you don't want to misrepresent yourself either. But at the same time, I look back at a lot of stuff, and um, like when I was younger, like around the middle school type deal, our family would go and get like family pictures, and they would keep saying like, bring your daughter this way, and it's like, that's my son. It's like, yeah, but bring your daughter this way. He's wearing a tie. It's like, yes, 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 your daughter can be a boy or whatever. It's like no, that is my son. And it's like it's like ha 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 ha, and then like in high school I'm just like, yeah, I'm a man, and people are like, yeah, sure, yeah, you're manly, okay. And even for me, I'm just like, yeah, yeah, I was. And I look back, I'm like, oh God, now I see why everybody was laughing at you. Like, oh, look at him. It's like, yeah, what's so funny? It's like, yeah, yeah, it's like, okay, maybe I'm not. I mean, I can push a lot of weight, so I'm great in the gym. But aside from that, I guess, I don't know, I am who I am at this point, and I am pretty happy with it. Now, where do I sit on a lot of parallels? I don't know, man. I'm so confused at this point, and I don't want to confirm or deny anything or speak on anything just yet because I don't really know. Like I said, I'm not gonna say the definitions of things have shifted. I just think my understanding and most other people's, especially the public's understanding on things, is slowly shifting. So it's hard to say things. Like I'd say people are like, "Oh, I'm a femboy," and they're like, "Ah, I knew it." I'm like, "What?" They're like, "You're gay." I'm like, "No, I just said I'm a femboy." Like, "Yeah, you're gay." I'm like, "That's not what that means." "Oh, you're trans." It's like that's not what that means. Like, I wouldn't even say metro. It's like I'm a feminine guy. Intentionally? Like, no, that's just kind of who I am. So it's just like that's just me. Do you like using facial care products? I mean, yeah, because my face gets really shitty a lot, and when you do your nails, it's like, yeah, and you try to do your hair, it's like, yeah, and you're like really, I don't know, maintenance on your body. It's like, yeah, okay, so yeah, you act like a girl. It's like, I, I try to take care of myself. Okay, I mean, I mean, it's whatever, I mean, cool. You wanted to go caveman, that's you. It's fine. But for me, it's just like I don't know. I guess this is where I'm at now, and everyone's like, "Ha ha ha! Yeah, you're one of them." It's like, okay. Um, but again, understanding of things, it's like I can't really say anything, and for like the longest time, I was leaning on like, and it's funny because I guess the people have spoken because they've kind of figured out how I play with words, and I don't know. I guess I'm still in a gray area with some things, and mom's like, "We don't care if you're gay." I'm like, "I'm not gay." She's like, "Or bi." I'm like, "Oh fuck, they found the secret loophole." I'm like, "I might be. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Have you seen that meme where you're just like, so you're straight? Yeah. And you like guys? Meh. What's meh? What's that mean? What's that supposed to mean?" It's like, well, some hyper effeminate men. It's like, so, but anyway, it's like, I don't want to confirm or deny or go into anything because I don't want to I don't want to mislabel something or affirm something that I have a misunderstanding on. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a very weird toss up in the air. Like, because even if I go by traditional understandings of words, it's like no. If I go by my understanding, it's like no. If I go by what I'm assuming is the new understanding, it's like okay, yes. But what's being spoken about as the new understanding, it's like yes, but no. I don't know. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's why I say it does. I don't know. I don't know. And so yeah, I don't know. But I mean, hey, parents know. So yeah, I was really hoping like it would be like something like I was consistently making content, but this whole past year's been really, it's been weird. It's been a hard year, and like I know some people follow, some people don't. I've only spoken a little bit about some things, but like my roommate, the reason I don't have them no more is because they kind of they now live in a sleepy box for the rest of eternity, if that makes sense. So people get sick, and stuff happens. So yeah, it's been a really weird year, and I didn't really notice till like when I looked at like my photo albums in my phone. I was like, oh man, this whole year I haven't really done nothing. It's since March, and even before that, like things slowed down. I'm just like, what have I been doing? And I really enjoyed making content, but I've like put myself into this loop, like an autopilot loop of just like work, go home, work, go home, work, go home. And I stopped making content, or stopped making content as routinely. And it's like I don't want people to discover my channel and go, oh look, this is who he is. It's like not as much anymore, but I still want to a lot more, you know. I enjoy making this content, and I know it's nothing like there's like no real consistency to my channel or any of my content except for like absolute debauchery, you know, and degeneracy of sorts, you know. It's just entertainment. It's just mixed clips and videos and things I've made over time. I just thought they'd be cool to look back on, you know, and like if people find it cool, great. They're like, that's you. It's like, yeah, it's me. They're like, wow, you're very different. And it's like, yeah, because if I was like this, just out there normal, people would look at me like I'm crazy, you know, and I don't want to be labeled as like stop oil crazy, you know? I want to be seen as the, hey, I think we should give Palantir a twin brother and let them unite and legalize nuclear bombs. I would like to be that type of crazy. So, nukes should be legal. Just saying. Backyard plantations or refineries, enrichment plants, nuclear enrichment plants. Um, but I just didn't want them. I just don't want people like coming across my channel where it's at now and them. Oh, hey. Uh, them just saying like, oh yeah, you're weird. You're this. Why do you post this? Nobody even watches you. It's like, well, yeah, it's not really for other people. It's it's mostly for me. And it's strange linking up with some communities because I have a is as bad as it sounds because I rationally know I shouldn't have an animosity towards any type of group. You know, even if I do have a reason for it, I just it doesn't help anything. It doesn't help anything. And for me, I have this huge animosity like towards the trans community and people are like, "Why?" I'm just like, because when people meet me, they're very nice to me. But before people meet me and they talk to me, they're very nasty with me. Like they're mean. And it's okay. But then, you know, they meet me and they're like, oh, you're actually a really nice person. It's like, yeah, but why were you so mean? You know, they're like, oh, I didn't know. And it's like, well, you know, that's okay. But if this is genuinely how you treat people without knowing them, and it happens more often than not, you know, it kind of just gives you like a turning feeling in your stomach that like everybody's actually just wearing a mask when they meet you. So you don't know who to trust, you know? It's like nobody cares. If everybody could, you know, dump you off, they would. You know, they just want a reason to, you know? It's just like you lose hope for humanity, you know? It's one of those things. And it's like, well, what does it matter if you have an animosity towards them or not? It's like, so we've got a lot of cool things in common. Like, hey, I'm just saying, Pride Parade, no, Trans Parade, hey, let's go hang out. These people are cool, man. Um, you know, same thing with like the furry community, you know, it's just like before I was like, oh, those guys, you know, like, oh, that's what they're into, cool, I want to hang out with them. IT, hell yeah. So it's like you get a completely different picture, and I know it's like you fall down that whole rabbit hole of what is it? It's like you hate furries. It's like, yeah, you bash furries. Yeah, you bash furries so much, your content's filled with furries. And then suddenly you realize you're a furry. It's kind of like that's kind of like the whole tunnel that I went down. Like even with gaming, I used to make fun of gamers because I'd be like, "Look at a screen. Yeah, turn it off. Yeah, that's what you're doing for 8 hours. You're wasting your life." And it's like that's not what it's about. It's about the camaraderie, meeting people, socializing, networking, having fun, making memories. And I didn't understand that. I mean, it's the same thing with VR, but you you meet some cool people, and I have an animosity towards a lot of people on VR, but people can just be mean, man. The reality is, and some of the harshest information I was ever given was by somebody in VR. They said, friends come and go, man. I'm like, yeah. They're like, all of them. All of them. I'm like, yeah, but then you get those lifelong friends. He's like, if you're lucky. He's like, they all come, they all go. No one stays, man. Just treat them good. Hopefully they treat you good. They're all going to disappear. If they don't, great. He's like, the reality is everyone can just, boom, hey, see you tomorrow. And there you are 4 years later looking, and your friend's right there, and his status says last logged in 4 years ago. Never hear from him ever again. And that just happened. That happened a lot in VR. And joining so many friends groups, I was just like, you know what, I don't want to make friends no more. I don't want to make friends no more in VR. Because they always end up ditching and you meet so many good people. And it's like they don't care. But I mean I get it. People have lives to live. You know, and it took me a little bit to get over. And like I said, I shouldn't have an animosity towards people. But you gotta be realistic, you know. I had I had this friends group that I was really, really cool with, and or at least I thought I was cool with them, you know, I hope. Um and I'd hop online with them like twice a month, 4 times a month, you know, the weekends, and we'd have fun. And when I first met them, I was like, no, I don't really want to hang out with y'all as a friends group. We don't gotta say. They're like, no, you're cool. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, but yeah, I don't want another friends group because everybody just eventually throws me out. Something happens, and just I'd rather not. You know, like if I meet you again, cool. If I don't, it's whatever. You know, I come to the same server every time. Even with Black Cat, I try to look for the same instances as much as I can, or instances with the same people. You know, it's just so we can socialize. And this group I got really, really cool with, and it wasn't until like 2 years later that just boom, out of the blue, you know, where things change, you know, like our group's rules, and I wouldn't really say rules, but they just got like certain people in, you know, which we all knew we were all different. We were all into kind of the same things. Um, but some people got in and they just started being a little bit weird, and they were kind of like dividing some of the group, and they invited people in that really shouldn't have been there in the first place that people didn't like. And they would talk about it. I'm like, y'all know y'all didn't have to invite them. Y'all could just be honest with them. But eventually I got booted from our Discord, and I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. Kind of had a feeling this was coming. And the reason I got booted is they were like, you're trying to be a thirst trap. I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? They're like, well, you're posting pictures of yourself on the Discord. I'm like, oh, okay, is that bad? They're like, no, you're trying to promote. I'm like, promote what? I'm just sharing pictures. I thought y'all liked them. Like, I thought that was cool. You know, a lot of my other VR friends were cool like that. They're like, no, we like the pictures. Keep posting. It's cool. I'm like, okay, cool. No, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they were just going through something, or maybe they seen something. I don't know. You know, I don't know. And it kind of just killed me again. And you know, I was like, I'm gonna take a break from VR, and I did. And I hopped on like once or twice more, and I haven't been on. And I didn't realize like I haven't been on in like a year and a half now, and I'm coming up on 2 years. And it's like, are you gonna get on? Am I ever gonna get back on VR? So like I have an animosity towards VR as well, or VR players. And like I know a lot of people like in my position. I know people are gonna say like, "Oh, you're on a path. You just don't know what path that is." But we know. Eat the magic Skittles. So, um, it's like you should create a VTuber. It's like I hate VTubers. Like I don't hate VTubers. Like I like a lot of VTubers, but the idea of when people say, "Hey, you should think about VTubers or VTuber that," it's like I don't want to hear it. I just want to have my own little private world of VTubers that I like, and I don't want to hear nothing else. Because it's like even with that community, hey, everybody gate kept everything for me. Like, that's really a lot of what it is, honestly. You ask questions and it's like, oh, you're not like that. No, you don't deserve it. And it's not directly like that, but that's more or less what it was. It's like, hey, can you help me with this? It's like, yeah, no. Can you pay me? It's like, oh, okay, it's like that. Just, can you show me how you did it? No, you gotta pay me. It's like, oh, dang, man. Okay. And I tried so many things, and I get it now. Like, if you want to do VTubing stuff, it's a lot easier now. And I haven't really looked into it, but I know it's a lot easier. I definitely know that for sure because I've slightly looked back into it, but I know I should probably do makeup. It would probably just make things really, really bright for the video. But maybe tomorrow, or I guess tonight, Saturday night. Maybe we can do that because I plan on trying on some clothes in another stream. But yeah, no, as far as like the VTuber thing, it's like people are like, "Hi, I'm premiering." I'm like, "Yeah, take your premiere notification and flush it down the toilet. I don't care." You're probably one of those people who now that you figured it out, you're gonna gatekeep it too. And a lot of people did that to me. Like they figured it out. I'm like, "Hey, can you show me?" They're like, "No, blocked. You're no longer my friend." Me not blocking them blocking me. It's like, okay. But I don't know. What can I do? And I mean, I'm partly to blame as well. It's not their fault. Like I said, there's not a reason for me to have animosity towards these groups. But it's like nobody even tried to help me. And the people that did, they were gatekeeping stuff. And you get it, do for yourself. No one's going to do it for you. And I tried. And just, it was difficult. At least when I was trying, a lot of the same apps weren't out for VTubing. This was like 4 years ago. And I know some people say, oh, well, there was this. Yeah, we know that now. But I didn't know it then. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna be a VTuber. And I had this really cool, like, I don't know. In my opinion, I thought it was cool. I was gonna be like a VTube character, and like I said, I like OG attire. I wanted to set something like up like that with OG attire, and like whole thing is time. Time is very important to me, guys. As reckless as I am with it, like I'm fascinated with time, and it's kind of like what I wanted it to be based on, and I don't know, it just never happened. So it's like I don't want to do it now because it just brings like a really depressing vibe to me, if that makes sense. It's like a good example, like a represent. I know this isn't direct, and I probably shouldn't see it this way. It's like saying, "Man, I want to be a prodigy violinist. When I turn when I turn 20, I want to be on top of the world." You know, and you're like 16 at the time. Like when I'm 20, I want to be on top of the world. And then it's like you're 20 and you're like, I could barely afford ramen, let alone a violin or violin lessons. This is never going to happen. But then you're like 35, 40 years old, and I know this is not a good example, but you'll get it. And it's like, you can now start learning violin. And by the time you're like 45 or 50, it's like, I'm on top of the world, I'm traveling, I'm playing violin, and I'm really good at it. I'm really, really good at it. And you're doing shows and it's like, yeah, I'm finally living my dream, but you have like this bitterness because the people that like you're meeting are young, like 18, 19, 20, 21, and you're 45 and you're like, I hate you. And not in a bad way, but it's like, I hate you. You're living what I wanted to do. and no one helped me, and everyone's helping you. But that's just how things are. And like again, I shouldn't have a bitterness towards these things, but I've lashed out myself, on X. If you go to my X account, oh my God, the degeneracy I post. You know, YouTube is my family friendly platform. It brings me sanity to be a normal, or not a normal, but a nice person. It's like because you're putting on the mask, just be who you really are. Let the rage out. It's like, no, no, no. It's like the rage is there. Just don't let the rage become you. Just you are you, and you are a better you without the rage. So just be nice. And I have this saying about being nice. It's like being nice isn't a virtue. You're only nice for two reasons: because you fear something or someone, or you want something or something out of someone. And people see that as in a negative connotation. And what I mean by it is like, I'm going to be nice to you because I want you to be really nice to me. And hopefully, if you ever get mad, you don't just lash out, because I'm not going to either. Don't let the hate, don't become the hate. Take the hate out. Be the best you. There's no reason for it. So I try to keep that positive mentality. It's like, yeah, but deep down, you're really a mean person. It's like, no, I'm not. It's just that when you get pushed to a certain limit, you get mad, you get angered, and but at the end of the day, I mean, you look at it and you're like, you shouldn't be that way. And I'm not gonna say if you should or you shouldn't. People deal with, I don't know, I guess you want to call it mental health, their own way. And if getting mad and beating up a punching bag and screaming at a mannequin at the end of the day is how you vent and get it all out, and that makes you a happy person, well then great. That's awesome. Do that. I'd rather you do that than than try to punt a bowling ball and break your foot because you're trying to kick it like a superhero through a car window. I mean, if if it's a constructive way to get rid of, whatever that bitterness from the day was, then deal with it. And some people deal with it better than others. People say like I'm a very carefree, laid back person, and not too many times have people see me like upset or angry, but it happens more often now, and not in a bad way. They understand where I'm coming from, and I let them know, like I'm not mad, I'm just upset, I'm disappointed, just, you know. Uh, but like in the situation of like my sister trying to throw me under the bus, how I started this stream out. I'm not mad. I'm just kind of disappointed. Like, why? What did I do to you? And it's okay. You know, what can you do? What can you do? And again, there's nothing bad about it. Nothing turned out about it. I could just be like, ah, she just doesn't know any better. She'll grow up one day, hopefully. Probably not. Probably not. But I wish the best for her. It's whatever. Um, Hopefully things get better for her. She's probably going through something, so I don't recommend I don't recommend ruining family bonds as a vent strategy, for the transgressions you're going through in life. Hey, more alarm. But yeah, I mean, it's like a 5-year-old calling you stupid. You're not gonna look at them and go, "No, you're stupid." You're gonna go, "Okay, yeah, yeah, I'm stupid." And then like a year later, like, "I'm so sorry for calling you stupid." It's like, it's okay. You were just mad. Yeah, but I shouldn't have been mad. It's like, it's okay. You know. So, and the thing is I was really bitter even like in the same way like growing up, because I was like, man, people are mean to me. But then I look back at a lot of stuff like I was mean sometimes too, and people were really nice to me even when they should have been mean back because they were doing the same thing. Oh, he's just mad. Fight me, fight me. Come on, fight me. Yeah, I'll beat you up. And they're just like, dude, you weigh like 80 pounds. You're like 4'8". I'll just throw you. You can't throw me? Oh, yes, they could. I mean, I'm only 5'3" now. Yeah, I grew. But, uh, yeah, I don't know. I guess she starts to see things different. But anyway, um, if you made it this far into the stream, cool. I'll probably end it here, and I'll probably start another stream with Reddit, because that's really what this was supposed to be. But this has ran for about an hour, and I think it would make a nice little watch or video. But yeah, dude, my parents know, and they're like, "Yeah, we know you're gay." It's like, but I'm not. It's like, Mom, I'm just playing a character. Sure you are. Sure you are. Sure you are. Go eat the magical Skittles. But okay, so hopefully this is an okay stream, man. I really do need to be more consistent. I know I do my sleep streams. And again, after I end this stream, I am gonna start another one, and I'm going on Reddit, you know. Um but yeah, I need to stream more consistently. So for before my sleep streams, I know it's not really consistent, and it's kind of tacking like every other day. That's kind of probably how it's gonna be. If I do like 2 days back to back, just consider it like a bonus, because I kind of like enjoy the break in between. I don't got to worry about like hopping on and just doing stream. But I do want to try to do it every day if I can, to do the sleep streams. Um, if if you watch, I know some people watch, some people don't. Some people don't care. I don't care. It's just it's there. Ah, somebody out there enjoying the content. So, uh, I have better stuff in other places. It's whatever. Uh, but before each sleep stream, I want to try to do a regular stream, and maybe I can do that. Hopefully. I really mean that. Like, I want to try to be consistent with this. I keep like I don't know. I know I don't have a theme for things, and I'm not gonna try to be that guy who's like, just follow my life. No, like that's I guess, but I'll be doing stuff like games or talking about something, or the whole thing is for me to just have a time for enjoyment, and for if you watch this, you too can have a time of enjoyment. Because I don't want to hear about politics, and I don't want to scroll through politics, and I don't want to talk about politics, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear about politics either. No one cares. Nobody wants to have to care. And other things like religion and sports. But yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. Again, like, since I've started this, not for money. It's just to have videos, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. It's not supposed to be professional. I like the 2015 YouTube where it didn't really matter, you just made content. I wasn't making it back then, so it's a little bit different. I was younger. But anyway, I'm gonna end this stream, and yeah, just let you know things are gonna be very awkward now. It was kind of okay with my mom, but then I was like, oh, my dad's following me. So yeah, until next time. Or I guess I'll see you 5 minutes from now, and I'll start the next video. Um, it's not gonna be a conspire. I'll figure it out. It'll be live. Whatever. Bye.